We took great thought into how we portrayed a certain culture, because I really care about depicting marginalized communities in every film that I do in as best of a way as I possibly can.
I watched the film last night and it was great. It was tense. It was stylish. I loved it.
Thank you for taking the time to watch it.
Absolutely. What about, Allison's short and this story really sparked your interest to want to get in the director's chair for it?
My other feature, I'm Fine, Thanks for Asking, had won at South by Southwest. And so that got the attention of 20th Digital, and I was able to come in and pitch for the feature version of what was once called First Date. And so I didn't watch the short. I didn't want to because I didn't want it to affect how I saw the feature being. So Grant, I didn't think I was going to get the job because I went in there changing everything. I was like, at first it took place in New York, in Manhattan, and it was like a Manhattan art gallery. And then we know what's in the Manhattan art galleries. It's like a whole bunch of white art. Like we've seen it. We've seen it. You know, we might not have seen like the two girls before, but like we've seen that. It wasn't new to me. And then the script read as like two white women. And so I had said, well, what if we made the lead African-American or Afro-Caribbean or something? Mainly also pulling on my background because I come from an interracial family. And what I liked about that was that I remember my parents going out, walking around, and it's like, no one was aggressive towards them, but you would definitely get those looks like, oh, they're together. Okay. You know, like, so that added this layer of tension to the couple in the story and amongst all the other drama that they have. And what I didn't know is that it was an interracial couple in the short. So me and Allison were already on the same page. And then the other thing that I came with was I didn't think it should take place in New York. I was like, look, there's magic in this movie. We should place it in a place that believes in magic to make it feel grounded, to make it feel like maybe this can happen. Maybe someone can time loop somebody, right? And so I said, let's put it in New Orleans. And so the team loved it. I got the job. And then for logistical reasons, Miami got brought up. And I said, okay, well, if we go to Miami, then we need to put it in Little Haiti. I had spent over a decade going back and forth to Haiti. My background's in anthropology and film. And so I was studying children's rights and living conditions. And I also shot films there. And so I said, we need to respect the culture. So because there's magic, people are automatically going to think voodoo, right? So I said, we need to add another character that is Haitian. And then we turned the character Rose Haitian so that those characters can help our protagonists. And so that the voodoo that is in the movie is not evil like so many movies depict it as. It's good and it's helping to warn our protagonists because voodoo is a religion. And it's to be respected like all other religions, but it's been used as a gimmick for so long. And so I wanted to make sure that we were careful of that and that the stone magic is something else, some other magic, and that these characters are helping the protagonist to warn her about what this other magic is doing to her. So we brought in Jimmy Jean-Louis. And so he played that character that we added, and we got to have Haitian Creole in it, which was very important to me to pay homage to the Haitian community, and didn't subtitle it so that it's like it's for them. I mean, you still understand the scene, but we took great thought into how we portrayed a certain culture, because I really care about depicting marginalized communities in every film that I do in as best of a way as I possibly can.
And I love that you took those steps because it really does. I remember when it started going a voodoo route, I was like, well, let's give it a chance. Let's see if maybe it go just evil. And it didn't. And I was really happy to see that.
Yeah.
Even the neighborhood when she's running around in it, it didn't feel like it was some, beat down area. It felt like a lively one. So I loved seeing that. So with pulling so much of yourself into the lead, what was it like looking for the perfect person to basically play yourself in a way for this film?
Another thing that I liked about working with 20th Digital and Hulu with the executives there was that I didn't have to push to make sure we cast actors from the community, from LGBTQ plus community. They automatically were all about it. Like they had a list and I was like, okay, we're all on the same page. And so when we came across Shannon and Maisie, they were just it. They were perfect. Like Shannon brought this this realness to it, but this eeriness as well. Like her and Maisie were walking the lines of their characters. Like Shannon felt like a real person, real everyday person that could like flip if she needed to. Like she was really walking the line in a way that I loved, because Alex is my favorite character. I know that seems like weird, but she is, because to me, when I'm directing, there are no villains. Like they are people, and they might be hurt people or whatever it is, but I never look at a character as a villain. And that's how Shannon approached it. She never saw her that way either. She's just somebody who loves somebody very much and is just trying to get it right. Now, maybe not in the most healthy of ways, but her intentions, kind of are pure in her own mind. And then Maisie, first of all, she's British. Okay. And the way she slaps on that American accent, I would just forget half the time that she's not American. And when she come and ask for notes, I'm like, who are you with this? She's so talented. And she brings this softness to Billy, and yet this strength. And one of the things that I loved that she did so subtly, because you could easily overact being looped and like, oh, you would never, I could look at the monitor and her face wouldn't change, but her eyes shifted. And I always knew when she's choosing to be looped in that moment. Like I can see that subtle that is just great acting. That is skill. Her and Shannon were so skilled, and we were just so blessed to have the two of them lead this film. I loved working with them.
I'm amazed that they haven't already worked together, honestly, with the talent that they show. And I'm glad that they got the opportunity to in this film, and that you got to foster their dynamic, because it really is, like you say, they walk the lines of their characters so well throughout the film. I was blown away. I see, unfortunately, I'm getting the wrap signal, so I am going to have to go, but I am really excited to spread the word about this film. Truly, it's quite the thriller, and I think people are going to really love digging into it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch it.